Welcome to the Cool English Podcast, where I bring you English vocab, culture, pronunciation, and much more.
Today we're going over some more food vocabulary. This is a great set to learn when you're traveling because you got to eat. So today we're going over dinner foods. These are the traditional foods we have for dinner. There are 3 sets of 10 words, so we're going to go start with the first set today, level 1, and then we'll follow up in the following weeks with the next 2 levels. Let's get started. The first word, we have breaded and fried strips of chicken. So super popular dish in America when you go out, especially on the kids menu. We're going to call these
chicken fingers or tenders.
So chicken fingers or tenders. So be careful. They are not the finger of a chicken, okay? This is just some normally chicken breast or strips of chicken meat that's been breaded and fried. They're quite delicious. Next, a thick slice of beef, typically grilled or pan-seared.
Steak.
Steak. So steak is going to be a big piece of beef, very traditional dinner food here. It can be expensive depending where you go. And if you order a steak, they might ask you, how do you like it cooked? And we can say, well done, which is going to be cooked a lot. Medium, which is cooked to a kind of pinkish middle. Or rare, which is going to be more red in the middle of the meat. So one more time, that's steak. Next, vegetables cooked using vapor from boiling water.
Steamed vegetables.
So steamed vegetables, steam is vapor from boiling water, and this is going to be a common side dish. So if you get a steak or a chicken breast, you might get some steamed vegetables as a side. After that, pasta served with tomato sauce and seasoned meat spheres.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
So spaghetti and meatballs. And you might just get the spaghetti. You don't have to have the meatballs, but they are common to get together. After that, romaine lettuce with croutons, Parmesan cheese, and creamy garlic dressing.
Caesar salad.
So when you go out for dinner, you might get a house salad, which is going to have a mix of vegetables, or a Caesar salad, which is just lettuce with croutons, Parmesan cheese, and this special Caesar dressing, which is a sauce they put on top of the salad. Next, fried breaded cheese, often served with marinara sauce.
Mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks. These are really good, and traditionally we get them as an appetizer, and they're kind of gooey, melty cheese inside of a breading. We like to dip them in a marinara sauce, which is like a tomato sauce. After that, corn chips served with a spicy tomato dip.
Chips and salsa.
So this is another popular appetizer or starter. We say chips and salsa. And the salsa is this kind of spicy tomato dip that we dip these chips, the tortilla chips or corn chips, into. Next, shredded pork in barbecue sauce, served in a bun.
Pulled pork sandwich.
So the famous pulled pork sandwich. So pulled pork is when it's a pork that's been cooked for a long time and they kind of shred it. They take 2 forks and they pull it apart. That's why it's called pulled. And it's very tender, and they like to mix it with barbecue sauce and then put it on a hamburger bun, like the bread they normally use with a hamburger. And it's a traditional sandwich here, pulled pork sandwich. Next, a pie filled with poultry and vegetables in a creamy sauce.
Chicken pot pie.
So a chicken pot pie. Pot pie is going to be a salty pie, not a sweet pie. And normally they're going to be in these little ramekins of some kind. They have a crust like a pie, but inside you're going to have chicken or vegetables or other meat, so it's a salty or savory dish. Finally, we have green vegetable stalks cooked on a grill.
Grilled asparagus.
So grilled asparagus, and this is another common side dish you might get with your main dish of steak or chicken. So let's go and see what we remember from that first set. Steak. I think steak is going to be number 5 here in the middle, right? It's that beef. So you can kind of go through and do a multiple choice review. Or maybe we want to go in some flashcards. And I would say, what's the meaning? And can I remember what the word is? So breaded and fried strips of chicken, chicken fingers. Or pasta served with tomato sauce and seasoned meat spheres, we would say, spaghetti and meatballs. Or maybe corn chips served with a spicy tomato dip, chips and salsa. We could also try to listen. So tell me, what do you hear?
Do you have chicken fingers?
Steak, steak, eat it, eat it.
There's a side of steamed vegetables.
So there are 3 dinner foods, and I think chicken fingers, steak, and steamed vegetables. Let's listen again.
Do you have chicken fingers?
Steak, steak, eat it, eat it.
There's a side of steamed vegetables.
Yep, those are the 3. Let's try one more.
And spaghetti with meatballs?
They're calling it
Caesar salad.
And some mozzarella sticks.
So I think spaghetti with meatballs, Caesar salad, and mozzarella sticks. Let's try one more time.
And spaghetti with meatballs?
They're calling it
Caesar salad.
And some mozzarella sticks.
So that's another great way to review the words. Going through definition game, trying to hear the definitions, open questions like, what do you like to dip your chicken fingers in? I like barbecue sauce and I like ketchup. How do you prefer your steak cooked? Rare, medium, or well done? I like mine medium. Sometimes I actually ask for it medium rare, which is in between the two. What vegetables do you enjoy when they're steamed? I would say broccoli is okay, I guess. How often do you eat spaghetti and meatballs for dinner? Not too often, but once in a while. Slot machine is another great way to test your memory. So for example, you hit play and we'll see 3 foods and then they'll disappear. So I think those 3 were chicken fingers, steak, and steamed veggies. So that's it for today's episode, the first set of dinner foods. Please check back next week for level 2, the next 10. It's a great set to learn before going out to dinner. Have a great week and thanks for listening.
You want to learn English? Cool.
English. Do you want to learn cool English?
Cool English, dude. English.